back to the Invest Mission video series. In this video, we're going to start looking at the actual economic conditions that made Nvest an inevitability. The first topic we're going to cover is interest rates. Interest rates are an extraordinary idea, and most people don't have the faintest clue as to how important they are. See, they create or they institute a time value of your money. They are trying to validate and provide a metric of measurement to your money that makes it real. And the realest unit that every human can fathom is the unit of time. And so when you have an interest rate, what you're doing is you are solidifying, crystallizing your money and measuring it in an equivalence with time, as when you borrow it, you need to pay interest, and when you lend it, you are accruing interest, which is the time value, the productivity increased by that capital transfer. So that is a remarkable ideal, and one that we have used as the singular weapon to construct our modern financial world. Unfortunately, what's happened in modern economic history is that policymakers have used interest rates and taken them as a political tool and have turned them into what I call weapons of mass depredation, because they have removed virtually the idea that money is real and it has some correlation to time by manipulating and just annihilating to some degree interest rates. You have flooded the economic sphere with free money, getting rid of any relationship to reality that capital once held. And this has become very insidious because these low interest rates that have existed for some time now, what it does in a macroeconomic sphere is it transitions capital from savers to borrowers. If you are incentivized to borrow and disincentivized to save, then any economic psychologist would tell you that the savers would decrease and the borrowers would increase. If you then inject the markets with plush capital, free money, at virtually no interest rates, you lose any sense of ownership over that capital, as it's something that you now borrow and take for granted. This will of course cause irrational decision making. There's an old saying in the markets, there's nothing worse than too much money in the hands of people that really want to spend it. The investment decisions have been poor, but the worst thing, the most deleterious effect of this economic policy is that people have stopped thinking about their money as something that's theirs. They have now started to conceive of it as a frivolous mechanism of spending. And when you think of money as a frivolous mechanism of spending, you start to lose any attachment to the economy that you're participating in. See, if you have no ownership of money, you will never be engaged to own anything else. And this now doesn't just make you a poor saver, this will completely eradicate the desire to become an owner. And the idea that you're going to live your life without any ownership, albeit real estate, which has have the lowest land ownership in the United States since the Great Depression, whether it's securities, where the majority of US citizens do not directly own securities, even though we've had the greatest bull markets in the US stock market, whether it be commodities, advanced in financial instruments, whatever it is, the average person doesn't own it. And in the next video, we're going to talk about how this discrepancy in asset ownership has caused the greatest wealth inequality in modern history.